Good evening. How's everybody doing? Who all do we have here with us tonight? Tony's here. Hey, Nick, how you doing? Nick, have you been able to open back up to dine in, buddy? Blake, how are you? Tony's here. How you doing, Tony? Rich was deleted by Matt, so I guess Matt is here. Nick, I hope you've been able to open back up. Larry, are you new here? I don't know if I've ever seen you in here. And if you have been in here, I apologize. Michael, they still won't let you dine in. Well, they're dining in over here in Lafayette. How you doing, Michael? All right, so I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys. Oh, it's your first time, Larry? Okay. How you doing, Tony? So I just wanted to get on here and come visit with you guys, talk to you guys, and shoot the breeze, and also answer any questions you guys might have. Been a lot of questions about my business lately, and I want to talk about that a little bit. So, okay. Yeah, Sam, the business. It's okay. There we go. The business is going well. It's been mostly Facebook advertising and an app called Nextdoor. And Facebook is definitely the most popular. Now, with that being said, and I knew this when I started, but I had to start somewhere because I was trying to avoid working for home warranty companies. And I've been able to do that. It was something I was going to do temporarily if I had to, but I've been able to avoid it. Hey, Sean, how you doing, buddy? So Facebook, it makes the phone ring. It makes it. I get text messages, and I get Facebook private messages. The only bad thing about Facebook is it brings in, and not everybody, but it does bring in a lot of price shoppers. You know, how much to put a 5-ton unit in my house, without looking. I mean, it's like, I got to come out. And, I tell them that. I got to come take a look. And then when you tell them that, they say, oh, well, how much to come take a look? Well, that tells me right there that if they can't afford for me to come out and give an estimate, which I don't charge to give an estimate, they probably can't afford a unit. No, they're not good to deal with. So, anyway, but I've had some really good customers off Facebook that are not like that, But I noticed that I'm doing a lot more change outs, which I'm not complaining, than I do repair work. Now I'm starting to do a little bit more repair work, but I get a lot of change out inquiries through Facebook. And a lot of price shoppers. So what it is that Facebook is not attracting the clientele that I'm really after. Again, I don't want to say that about everybody because some of the people I've gotten off Facebook or the clientele that I want. So what I've done is I sat down with a really nice lady the other day, and I actually sat down with 3 people about building a website for my company and getting on Google, to where when people go and type in HVAC, or nobody's going to type in HVAC, but when they type in air conditioning repair in Lafayette or blah, 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 I'll pop up. I'll be one of the first ones to pop up. I sat down with 3 people. The first 2, all 3 of them have a monthly note, and that's fine. That's what I'm after, How you doing, Gabriel? So the first 2, the first guy or lady, she was a lady. She had a good, she came highly recommended. Hey, Al, first time chatting. I appreciate you chatting, man. So the first lady that I sat down with, she wanted $1,800 down, and then like $3-something a month. I'm not in a position to do that right now. So I sat down with the next guy. He was a little bit better. He wanted $1,500 down. There's Matt. How you doing, Matt? And $3-something a month. Well, the last one, she gave me her monthly note, or her monthly fee, which was $280 something. And I said, okay, what's the down payment? How you doing, Brandon? She said, the first month is your down payment. I said, okay, so there's no big fee, $1,500, $1,600, $1,700, $1,800 down. She said, no, that's where we're different from everybody else. She said, I know Britton, how you doing? I hope I said your name right. She said, that's where we're different from other people. She said, we want to help guys like you that are just starting. And we know that $1,500, $1,600, $1,700, $1,800 is a chunk of money for somebody like you that's just starting. And I said, yes, it is. She said, we don't do that. All we require is that you pay your first note, your first monthly fee to get the process started. I did that, and then I spoke to their web designer. What's up, Shannon? Adam? So I paid her right then and there. I got a phone call the next day from the web designer. How you doing, Bill? And it's already in the process. The website is being built as we speak. Once it's built, I'll be glad to, I'll give you guys the domain. It's going to be www.johnisraelhvac.com. JohnIsraelHVAC.com. How you doing? Okay, I saw Gabriel. It'll be built in the next week or 2, and they're going to get me on Google. So, yeah, I'm hoping that will. They're also going to help me with my Facebook page. That's an extra monthly fee that I'm not going to do right now. I'm going to wait a little while and step up to that later because they told me, they can do better things with the Facebook page. So, I'll get there eventually because right now I'm doing the Facebook on my own. Hey, Rich, how you doing, buddy? But it's going well though. It's going well. So I have a pretty busy week. Tomorrow morning I have to go finish a job. It's a lesbian couple. And look, I'm not saying that to dog on anybody. It's just the truth. They're very nice people. I really like them. But yeah, they're a lesbian couple. They're married. And okay, the woman that owns the house before she married the lady she's married to now, her ex set the house on fire. She came through a bedroom window and started a fire in the house. The fire did not spread throughout the whole house. It was contained to the one bedroom and then the bathroom next to it, and a part of the living room was burned. So the house didn't burn completely down. Anyway, I put a whole new system in, new ductwork and everything. And I couldn't run the drain when I did the job because the plumbing sewer stack was burnt from the fire, and the plumber had not been there yet to redo the sewer stack and put me in and put a new plumbing trap. And here in Lafayette, you have to tie in to the plumbing trap to pass code. So I have to go run the drain in the morning, and I have a couple duct runs that need to be tidied up. So I'm going to go do that in the morning. And then I have a estimate. The guy sent me some pictures of his inside and outside unit. Said the outside unit's dead, and he wants a quote on a new system. Tuesday morning, Tuesday morning, I have a condenser swap out. So just a condenser. So far, Monday and Tuesday's busy. And Monday, the phone usually rings, so it'll just, the rest of the week will take off as well. Yeah, crazy women. So the video that you saw where I changed the service valves, and somebody asked if I was driving the Ford truck. Yes, that is the Ford truck that I bought. I gave the little Dodge back to my dad. And I don't know, again, if my dad's watching, I want to thank him again publicly over the internet and say thank you so much for letting me use that truck. It really got me started. And somebody had mentioned something about the inspection sticker on Bring It to Mama. Bring It to Mama. Sorry about that. Somebody mentioned something about the inspection sticker on my truck was out of date. Yes, it is out of date. The reason that I have not had my truck inspected is because of the coronavirus. Nobody's doing inspections right now. But I just ran to the store, and I was talking to some old boy that I just ran into. I don't know how. I think he saw my shirt. I have one of my company shirts on. This is one of my nicer ones that I don't wear to work. Like I wear this one if I'm just out and about or whatever. And he asked me something about air conditioning. And anyway, and he saw the inspection sticker and all that. And he said to start calling around tomorrow. He heard that they're going to start inspecting vehicles again tomorrow. So I need to find out. What brand am I selling? The same brands I did in Alexandria with my father. I deal with the same supply house, just the branch here. They handle Ream and Comfort Maker. I sell more Ream. Oh shit, they're looting right by your house, Adam. That's crazy. So I sell primarily Ream. Now I am also a Bryant dealer at Baker Distributing. Baker Distributing here has Bryant. So I also have access to Bryant. So that's as far as I go. I mean, I don't really sell much Bryant, and the reason is because Baker is only handling the legacy line. They're only handling the builder's grade, and that's not good. If I go around and tell people that I sell Bryant, they want a 16 series or something. They don't have it. All they have is the plain Jane. So I don't sell a lot of that. I primarily do Ream and a little bit of Comfort Maker here and there. See, here's the way I do it. I like to deal with the one supply house. I used to switch around, but I don't do that anymore. So I basically, look, I'll give you a perfect example. I did an air handler change out. Let me see who's texting. That's a customer. Well, Rich, I think it's in the works. And until Baker gets it together where they have 16 SEER and they have the other models, I'm not going to push it. I mean, I'll sell it in a Ford. I've sold a couple systems, don't get me wrong, but I'm not going to push it. Okay, so this is how I choose if I'm going to do Ream or Comfort Maker with the same supplier. I primarily do Ream, because I get a better price on ring than I do the Comfort Maker. In Alexandria, I was established, so was my father. People didn't care what we put in. But down here, it's a little different. I'm trying to establish my name. And down here, everybody knows Trane because we got like 20 Trane dealers. So they're pretty brand savvy. And a lot of customers will ask you what brand you're putting in. So if you tell them Comfort Maker, they don't know what that is. But if you tell them Rheem has a very good name around here. But here's how I choose. I'll give you an example. I did a job the other day. It was an air handler only change out. It was in a closet in a hallway. If I would have went with the Rheem, I would have had to have had a transition made because the Rheem was like 8 inches shorter or 6 or I don't know, something like that, shorter than what was there. I pulled up the specs on Comfort Maker. The Comfort Maker was the identical same height. So I didn't have to have a transition made. So I took the old equipment out. I put the Comfort Maker in, and the Comfort Maker was literally that far from the plenum. No transition needed. I was able to pull it down a little bit, shoot a couple screws in it, and tape it. I didn't have to have a transition made. So that's where, I said to myself, okay, well, I'm not going to put a Rheem in this closet. So then I got to have a transition made when the Comfort Maker will just fit. I mean, it'll fit, right? It's tall enough. The ICP Bryant carrier stuff is taller on air handler. On the air handler side, they're taller. Longer, taller, whatever you want to call it. Now, on the condenser side, the Rheems are huge. But the air handlers on Bryant and ICP are taller than the Rheems. Sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes it's a bad thing. So yeah, that's kind of how I choose which one I'm going to do. And this guy here, he didn't give a shit. He just wanted cold air. Yeah. So it's going good, man. I'll be honest with you. When I started doing this, when I started throwing my name around on Facebook, I figured I'd get a couple jobs here and there, and it would get me through until I could find a job, because that was the thing. I was having a hard time finding a job around here. If you're not the owner's company the owner's company, I'm sorry. If you're not the owner's relative in HVAC over here, they don't want you working for them almost. So I had a hard time. I told my wife, I said, look, I'll just advertise on Facebook and do a few odd jobs for some people until I can get on somewhere. And then it just took off. And I get busier every day, and every week it gets busier. I'm starting to notice that a lot of the jobs I'm getting are word of mouth. So people are starting to pass, because like when I give customers cards, I don't just give them 1 or 2 cards. I give them a stack. I have a shit ton of business cards in the truck. And I give them a stack and ask them to please pass them out to people. And they're doing it. And I'm getting a lot of word of mouth customers, which is the kind I like. Oh, that's another thing I have to do. I have another estimate. I'm glad I mental note to myself. I appreciate the support from you guys here on YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, let's talk about YouTube for a minute. If you guys got any questions, put them in the chat. Put them in all caps though, so it'll catch my eye. I saw Zach put up a video that he is no longer going to do YouTube as far as live streaming on Sunday nights and uploading service videos, because it's something about he feels that there's more. I don't know. Look, All I'll say is I hope he does stay off this time, because the HVAC community on YouTube will be a much better place without Ralph and Zach. It would be a much better place. It'd be very drama free. I am not going to stop. I just uploaded my first video in about 3 weeks, and that's not me stopping. That's just me being busy and forgetting to take the camera out. But I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to continue to upload videos, and I think that has a lot to do with why him and Zach and Ralph wanted me off of YouTube. They didn't want me uploading. They didn't want me uploading videos anymore. None of that, and I never stopped, and I'm not going to. So I'm like one of the only originals left in the HVAC community. And a good friend of mine, Ted Cook, he's uploading videos almost daily. So he's a good friend of mine. It just goes to show. I mean, Zach don't even like him no more. I don't know what happened, but they have a problem with everybody. But I don't want to get on a rant about that. Just thought it was pretty funny. Ted's a good guy, but for some reason, Zach and Ralph don't like him no more. So Zach and Ralph don't like anybody. So anyway, yeah, I don't want to bash anybody, but I know I just did, but I'll stop. But I just, it's a fact that if he continues to concentrate on his podcast and stuff, and he stays off of here, the HVAC community will be a better place, and that's the honest God truth. Not bashing, it's just the truth.
No, that's for your mama.
What do I know about Trane and American Standard inverter systems? Very little. I worked on a few of them when I worked for a big Trane dealer here. Not many. I'm not an expert on them. There is probably somebody in this chat that knows more about them than I do. Matter of fact, Matt, if you look up Matt T, he's one of my moderators. He works for a big Trane dealer. He probably knows a hell of a lot more about them than I do. Saturday night hangout. Okay, EPA. I will try to get that back on track. Bring it to mommy. I know I need to get the hangouts back on track. Ted's fantastic. I can't say enough good things about Ted. Me and Ted had a falling out a couple years ago that turned out to be a misunderstanding. But we're good now. We text almost every day. Ted's become a really good friend of mine. Saturday Night Live. Adam loves them damn hangouts. We should be able to crank that back up. But I do plan on keeping the content rolling. I'll try to film some stuff this week. Hey, Jake, how you doing, man? Glad to see you're here. How you doing, Yamo?
Jake, you have to bring it to your mama. I don't know the code.
Matt, maybe you can help Bashful up there in the chat. He was asking about Trane American Standard inverters. I know very little about them. Well, I appreciate that, Rich. I'm glad y'all like the content. It did, Adam. And then Ted commented on it, and I took it the wrong way. I took his comment the wrong way, and that's what started everything. So, but it's all good. Yeah, Bashful. That's going to be a world of difference for sure. For sure. Speaking of Goodman, I went to Goodman, I don't know, Thursday, maybe, I don't know, one day. And their salesman approached me. He knows me. Trying to ask me, he said, you still dealing over there? I'm going to say the name of the supply house. Anyway, he said, what I got to do to get you to bring you over here to sell Goodman? I said, well, that ain't going to happen. So he gave me some information anyway, told me to sleep on it, which, I'm not going to. But I tell you what, Goodman, they got a good warranty thing going on. That's very true, Rich. Goodman has a even on the 14 SEER, if you lose a compressor in the first 2 years, Goodman will give you a new condenser. I mean, you still get your 10-year warranty, but in the first 2 years, if you lose a compressor, they'll give you a whole new condenser. And he said that's something new that Goodman just started. So, which is cool. That is a good warranty. But I've went to Goodman and Amana twice. I did it twice. Goodman is most certainly not made in Shreveport. It is made in Houston, Texas. That's correct. 16 SEERs lifetime. With Goodman, it's a compressor only lifetime. If it's Amana, it's a whole new condenser. Amana does have a good warranty. Cool, man. I agree with that. But but it's I did the Goodman Amana thing twice. We did it at when my dad was with his partner at the other company, and then we did it again in 2013, I think. And we had too much trouble. I'm not doing it again. I would have to agree with that, Adam. I've never done the Bluetooth furnace, but I like their gas furnaces. Amana and Goodman make a really nice gas furnace. They make a pretty nice coil too. A pretty nice. They make a pretty nice gas furnace and evaporator, and they make a pretty nice evaporator coil too. But their condensers, they look good, but they're a pain in the ass to work on. Especially if you got a heat pump, man, the control cabinet's just not big enough. There's wires everywhere. And if you got to take them apart to clean the coil or whatever, it's just a pain in the ass. I'd like to see Daikin. Because, see, Daikin now owns Goodman. Now, Daikin, the mini splits are solely made by Daikin, but the forced air systems, Daikin hasn't changed anything. It's all still Goodman. Daikin should step in and say, hey, we're going to redo this whole product line of Goodman and Amana. We're going to redesign the condensers, maybe not the furnaces, but everything. If Daikin would do Larry, Daikin is a good mini split, but I'd have to say Mitsubishi's the best. But
I would say that that Mitsubishi's got the best mini split. Daikin to me would be second. Oh, I'd sell a Daikin mini split in a heartbeat. The only thing that stops me from selling a Mitsubishi normally is the price. I love Mitsubishi, but the price is just ridiculous on them. I can get a Daikin mini split at Goodman for a damn good price, and I'm fine with Daikin. I think Daikin and Mitsubishi are probably tap for tap. They're probably running a real close race.
I'd say that, like I said, I think Mitsubishi and Daikin run a really, really close race. I have no issue with either one of those. Matter of fact, it's the only two mini splits I will sell. I will not sell LG, Fujitsu, none of that other crap. There's some other ones out there. If I'm buying it and selling it, it's going to be a Mitsubishi or a Daikin. That's it. I mean, I won't go anywhere else. I haven't done a Daikin in a long time, Adam, so I'm not, but I believe you. I mean, but I don't remember that. No, I won't sell LG either. I have sold an LG before, but never again. Hey, Kelly, how you doing? Good to see you in here. Again, if you have some questions for me, put them all in caps, please, so it catches my eye. Yes, Goodman is owned by Daikin. That's correct. No, it's all good, Kelly. It's all good. Yeah. I missed overtime Friday night. I apologize about that, Adam. I totally forgot to watch overtime. Whatever your name is that said you really like the high-end Rude and Ring, yeah, that's what I sell is Ring. Mr. Cool. Don't know anything about a Mr. Cool. S-Man 550. I've never heard of an S-Man 550 unless that's something Field Piece just came out with that I don't know about. I don't know anything about a S-Man 550. Oh, Mr. Cool is the homeowner, DIY. I got you. Oh, while I got you guys here, for my vacuum setup, I use I use 1/2 inch.
Here, Clyde. Your daddy, I mean.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let me plug up my charger. I use a 1/2 inch Appion hose with a core tool, and then through the suction line. Thank you, Adam. Yeah, she is. She's something else, man. I appreciate that. And then of course, I take the core out and use the core tool. And then on the liquid line, I screw my micron gauge. Jacob, I'm doing time and material. Okay. I'm doing time and material. And the field piece smart probes are fantastic. They're fantastic. S-Man 460 is the old one. You'd want to get the 480 in it. Hold on one second. Hey, baby. Anyway, I need somebody to recommend a good micron gauge besides the field piece micron gauge because I don't like it. I'm not talking about the one built into the manifold. I'm talking about the little standalone that field piece makes. I'm not like, Mr. Ken, how you doing, man? Oh, you're in the VA. Well, I hope you're doing okay. I hate to hear that. Blue vac. That's what everybody says.
Damn blue vac. Mr. Moist, how you doing, sir? Good to see you here. Blue vac. Also, Adam, I saw you posted something about having an issue with your Appian hose. Did you ever get that corrected? I actually think, no, that's not the Ken you know, Adam. That's a different Mr. Ken that's been following me for years. That's a different one. Adam, did you get your Megaflow hose issue solved? I actually think my Appian valve core tool is leaking. I really do. My hose is fine, but I think my core tool is leaking. I want to get a better micron gauge. And also, does anybody in here can honestly say, don't bullshit me either. Oh, okay. So you bought the True Blue kit. I'm thinking about buying the single hose True Blue kit. Well, which kit did you get, Adam? Because I'm thinking about getting the True Blue single hose because I don't see where I need two big ass hoses, especially half inch, and in the True Blues are 3/4 for residential. The guy with the weird name, I don't know anything about Subco 88. I've never used it. Smurf boner. I really want to get the one hose True Blue kit with the Blue Vac Mini, but it's like $300 and something. Do I put locks on customers' valves? You mean the locking caps where you hook up your refrigerant hoses? Is that what you're talking about? If that's what you're talking about, the answer is no. I hate those damn things. The only time I put them is if I do a job where it's code and there's going to be an inspection involved. Other than that, hell no, I don't use them. So I tell you what, let's why don't I use the Turbo 200 capacitors? Man, I have thought about that because I would have to stock less capacitors. But I don't even know how much a turbo is. I usually keep one on the truck, but I don't have one right now. I don't know, man. It's just something that I just don't want to do. I like carrying the capacitors, No. Yeah, I don't use the lock caps. Adam, I'm going to put the link in the chat if you are interested in joining me. I'd like to speak to you. That means I'll have to put my headphones on. Yeah, I mean, the turbos are just expensive. They got to be at least $50 something a piece our cost. Adam, if you're interested. A few questions I'd like to ask. We'll see if he'll come in here. Okay, who asked me that? Bashful, with you asking me that. And I know they come with a 5-year warranty, and that's fantastic, but do you know how much they are? Our cost. How much do we pay for them at a supply house? Or how much do you pay for them? Because I know if you want to go above a 60/5, you have to go to the Turbo 200X. So locking caps is code when you need an inspection. You don't have to have an inspection on the change out here anyway. The only time you got to have an inspection is on new construction and anything that involves when the power gets cut off, like a huge remodel. Oh my God. Anything that requires power to get cut off and all that with contractors involved, that is when you have to worry about that. It's $40 for a 200 and $60 for a 200X. Okay. I know that one company that I left when I worked here, they had just recently done that. They switched to all turbos. And it was pretty nice. I mean, but I don't know. It's something I'd have to think about. I'd imagine Adam is going to join up. He's probably going to set up his computer in his desk because I haven't seen him type anything here in a minute. I want to talk to him about his True Blue kit because I don't know. I feel like there's Adam right there. How you doing, sir?
Hey.
Good to see you.
How's it going?
Not too bad. How about yourself?
Living the dream.
Yeah, living the dream. All right, so I saw you posted a while back about your Megaflow hose.
Yeah.
And what happened?
I don't know. Honestly, I need to do more extensive testing on it. What I did was I just quickly replaced all the gaskets with Appian, OEM gaskets, and it's still one hose. I know which hose it is. It's still not pulling down, and I've just been very busy, so I just ordered a new set of hoses because I'm like, I can't just rely on one set. So I'm gonna go back to it, revisit it, and see where it's leaking at. But
okay, question. Were you doing 2 hoses or 1?
I had 2. I bought the whole Megaflow kit from True Tech Tools like 3 years ago or something like that.
All right, so now you're running a True Blue.
Yep.
Wait a minute. Did you get a green screen?
Yeah.
Is that how you do the background on Friday nights and shit now?
Yeah. I just I actually moved over because my wife was yelling at me because she can't park in the garage. So I just took a picture of the wall behind me, and that's what I have set up.
Oh. I have to find a new spot too, man. I mean, me and the wife may be moving to a bigger house because this one's pretty small. But anyway, all right. So you bought the True Blue kit, and I know it's expensive because I almost pulled it. I had it pulled up on True Tech Tools, and matter of fact, what is y'all's code?
HVAC OT, I believe.
It wouldn't work.
Really?
I tried HVAC OT in all caps, lowercase, spaced apart and together. It would not work. I didn't buy it though. I held off because I said, well, let me talk to some guys first. See, I only use one hose. So what did you buy on True Blue?
I bought the professional kit, the 3-hose kit.
Oh, dear Jesus. So you spent over $1,000.
No, it was, well, I didn't get the micron gauge because I already had one. So it was
Right.
like after the discount code, I think it was like $600.
Okay. See, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Thinking about getting the which, because I've been using the JB vacuum pump. What I really would like to get is that field piece vacuum pump because it already has the 2 ports on it. Then you don't need the 3-hose kit. You just need the 2-hose kit, right?
Right. Okay, so you're probably using the same pump as me, the DV200N 7 CFM.
Probably. I'm not sure the model on it, but yeah, I have 2 of them, one for each truck.
Okay, I do want the field piece pump also. So I only use one hose, and it's always done well for me. But I have I'm pretty sure my core tool is leaking. How does the True Blue core tool match to the Appian?
So I like the way the Appian like feels in your hand. Like it just feels like really rigid and robust and everything. But the AccuTools core tool, somebody told me that Yellow Jacket makes it. I don't know if it's true or not, but it is definitely way different than Yellow Jacket. It is much more heavy duty. Like it weighs substantially more because I have a Yellow Jacket one as well too.
I used to.
It's thicker, and they put the side port on a 45, and I think it's just because those hoses are so large.
Right.
They have to be on a 45,
And they're 3/4 inch diameter, right?
Yeah.
So the core tool with True Blue, it's not made for replacing cores, is it? Or can you?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's true. Because that was a dumb question because obviously you have to put your core back in after your vacuum's done. So yeah, that was a dumb question on my part. I think I'm gonna buy the 1-hose kit. There's True Tech has a 1-hose kit with a Blue Vac Mini micron gauge.
Yeah.
I don't like. Look, I got one or two things. Either I have a core tool leaking, I need to find out. Matter of fact, I'll find out tomorrow. Or that field piece micron gauge is just shit.
Right.
I don't know which one it is though.
Those I attempted to do a full rebuild on the Appian core tools. Screw that. That's all. Screw that. Ridiculous. I ended up just replacing the 2 gaskets, one on each end of it, and that was
right. It. Okay. So it was like leaking around the threads.
Well, I don't know about the hose, but yeah, the core tools. The one guy that works for me, he loves the freaking like tight torque down on the hoses and all that, and it chews up the gasket so bad,
Yeah.
So
yeah, that'll do it. Yes, Michael. Adam does have a YouTube channel. It's called A Team Adam, and the logo looks just like the one on his hat.
Although I haven't posted anything in probably 6 months.
I was going to say that it's been a while since you posted something, huh?
I need to post. Actually, I need to make a video of my garage.
Well, Michael, another channel that Adam is really involved in, it's the HVAC Overtime channel, and every Friday night, him, Joe, and
Bill and Chris.
Bill. Oh, so Chris is a part of it now.
Yep.
Okay. They go live every Friday night at about what time? 8
o'clock Central.
8 o'clock Central. So they subscribe to that channel. I like the shit out of Bill.
Bill, I'm telling you, I just because everyone says Bill is the best voice, and I was listening to he posted a video, I think today, or maybe it was yesterday, but I was watching the video. He sounds like that dude from Dirty Jobs.
Oh, Mike Rowe.
Mike Rowe, yeah.
Yes. I like the shit out of Bill. His beard is epic.
Yeah.
I mean, it's epic. And he does have a good voice. He's got a great voice for a radio, podcast, whatever you want to call it. He really does.
Yep.
And I like Chris. Chris I've always liked. But I don't know what the deal is between mine and Chris's channel. On this channel, if Chris writes in a comment, whether it's on my page, your page, or anybody's page, I can't see it, and he can't see mine, and we don't have each other blocked either.
That's weird.
Yeah, I have to get on another. I have another channel, a couple other ones, and I have to get on those just so I can talk with Chris. I don't know what the issue is, but I really like Chris.
He's like Canada. He's like easygoing, middle of the road. He doesn't take sides. He's just neutral, you know. With that.
Yeah. He's like Canada.
Yeah. Although I keep joking around about Joe. I said we ruined Joe because Joe's like, I keep saying, I'm like, Joe, you're turning out to be like a bitter freaking American. You're hanging out with us way too long.
Yeah.
We're not, you know, online hanging, not real life hanging, but anyway.
Right. No, Bill's a good dude. So is Joe. And then Chris, that was a great choice to add him to the show. He's a good guy.
It was funny because it kind of started off as like a bet. Because I'm like, yeah, Chris came on as a guest. We're like, we should ask. I said we should ask Chris to join the show.
Right.
And they were like, there's no way he'd do it. He wouldn't do it. I'm like, I think he would.
Yeah, I would have said the same thing. He likes that. I mean, his Monday night stream is epic. That dude's had almost 300 people in watching him.
Actually, had over 300.
Really?
Yeah, he's growing crazy. And you know why the reason why I think he enjoys doing the show with us is because everyone looks at him as being like prim and proper on his show, and he can't do anything wrong, and he tries to keep composure all the time, and he gets to like lay back and let loose a little bit.
Yeah. Man, how many subscribers does he have?
It's over 50,000. I know that.
Is he really?
Yeah.
See, he passed me up in that short time. I'm fixing to turn 30,000.
Yeah, he's flying.
Yeah,
he is just flying.
Well, about 50 more, and he'll get the bronze play button. I think.
Yeah,
I think 100,000 is the bronze play button.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know that Lav just showed he had one. I saw that about a year ago. What's that dude's name? Gray Furnace Man had one.
Oh yeah. Yep, that'll be cool. Hopefully, I'll get there one day. I'm on 8 years into YouTube, and I'm about to turn 30,000. So, you know,
we had a really cool guy on the other night. You got to watch it.
This past Friday night.
Yeah,
I saw the thumbnail, but I didn't get to watch.
So that dude, he like kind of just takes things apart and analyzes things. He's like an electrical engineer from Scotland. He has 627,000 subscribers.
Sweet Jesus, man! Somebody in the comments said that Chris is at 58K. That's crazy. But you know what though? Chris has a really good channel, and I've noticed a lot of these guys on YouTube, man, they like commercial. They like to watch commercial package units and coolers and stuff.
And Chris knows his crap. He's like,
yes, he does. Oh yeah, absolutely. He's very good on the coolers and the freezers and the package units and all that. So
yep.
Yeah, he's really good. Yeah, see, Kelly, that's what I'm saying, man. For there's some reason these guys, man, they really, really like coolers and freezers and rooftop units versus residential. I don't know why, but the commercial channels are more successful. Steve Lav is at over 100K, and he's all residential. But Lav has another thing. Oh, now we see the garage. And Lav doesn't just do air. He's been uploading very little air lately. He's mostly uploading plumbing and then boilers and shit. Now, would boilers be considered HVAC?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, around us anyways, it's mostly heating guys that touch them, not really plumbers, you know.
That's what I'm going to say. Y'all have them. So would a customer call a plumber or a HVAC company?
I don't know. Maybe by him it's different, but by us, definitely HVAC.
Well, you got to remember, Lav does both. You know, his truck, his business cards, everything says plumbing, heating, and air. So, but over there in Chicago, you're saying they'll call your company before they'll call a plumber for a boiler, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay. 100%.
Well, and that's another reason why Lab has so many subscribers. A lot of these guys out there like to watch boiler videos. If you would upload some boiler shit, you would probably take off pretty good.
Yeah, but he's just interesting how he talks to the customers too.
Well, it's very disrespectful. Well, I mean, here it is. I know you're a northern state too, but here it's extremely disrespectful to talk to people like that.
Right.
Matter of fact, if you spoke to a customer the way he does here in Louisiana, you'd probably get the shit slapped out of you.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and that's just all honest. I mean, if I went and told a customer, "What are you, stuck on stupid?" they'd probably slap the shit out of me.
Right.
You know, and then tell me to get the fuck out of their house. So, you know, I mean, I've heard him call customers stupid.
That's the reason why I watch him, because you know
Yeah.
he's going to act towards the customers.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. That's true. One guy said that they'll call plumbers in their area for boilers. So, see, we got another guy in here. He's a 3rd generation steam boiler technician. I don't know, man. I don't know shit about boilers. So
Steam's fun. So, like, not a lot of companies around here work on boilers compared to the amount of HVAC companies there are total. And then you look at steam boiler, you know, companies that work on steam, that's even a smaller percentage.
So where's Bill from? Where does he live?
Michigan.
Oh, okay, Michigan. Okay. And Chris is in California, right?
Yep.
What part?
I don't think he's far from Los Angeles. I don't remember the exact town, but he's like in a suburb somewhere.
Yeah, that's very true. Kelly said Hoser HVAC has some great residential content, and he does. I've been watching him. You know who that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been putting up some good content lately. Y'all had Greg Fox on the show a few weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
He's a good dude, ain't he?
He's super intelligent.
He is. I like Greg a lot.
He's very successful too on YouTube and in
business.
Yeah.
And he took his YouTube channel in a totally different direction. You know, when he first started his company, he was a one-man show. Now he's got what, 5 trucks?
I'm not sure, but he said, because we were before the show, we asked him, "Is there anything you don't want us to talk about?" And he's like, "Well, I can't remember how he said it. Somebody, was it Bill or Joe, said we were thinking about breaking down the psychometrics chart." And he's like, "Oh God, please don't do that. I've been out of the field for like 3 years now."
Wow, really? I didn't know that. Okay.
I don't think he's using wrenches anymore. You know.
Well, you know, if you know what, if it is what it is, man, if he's that successful, that's great. I haven't talked to Greg in a while. I'd like to touch base with him, but Greg has been very successful. I mean, when he first started, you know, he was uploading videos of himself changing compressors and fan motors and everything. Then all of a sudden, he's got a couple employees. Now he just kind of uploads these videos where he's standing in his shop talking,
Right.
you know, but he's still been successful with it.
Right.
So he's a good guy. Okay, Mike, thanks for tuning in. I'm glad I did watch that episode, and I was glad to see y'all had Greg on there because Greg is when I was podcasting, I had Greg on, and he's just a very nice guy.
Super nice guy.
Yep. And like you said, very, very intelligent. Can you any interesting guests coming up in the near future on Overtime before I get off of here? I've been on here about an hour. So
I think we're going to have Big Clive on again. I don't know if it's going to be this upcoming week or the next week, but like he is so intelligent with HVAC, electrical and everything. It just blows your mind. And basically all we touched on was IAQ, UV lights, the plasma thing, all that. And we wanted to get into like capacitors, triacs, all kinds of stuff like that. And
right.
He just, like, I've never met anyone that knows as much about, like, he tests all this stuff, you know?
Right.
And he takes everything apart. So he's very knowledgeable.
That'll work. Have y'all had John Pastorello?
No, we'd like to. We should give him a call.
Do you know how to reach out to him?
I don't have his direct contact info, but
I can do it for you. I do.
Yeah, if you would, that would be great.
I'm not going to give it to you just out of respect for John.
Yeah.
But I'll be glad to reach out to him for you. He's actually a good friend of mine.
That would be awesome. I appreciate that.
Oh, no problem. Because he'd be good on the show.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I'll give him a holler for you.
Cool. I think I'm going to post a video on my personal channel soon. I finally went through with what I was talking. I think I mentioned this to you in the past. So I pumped down I have an 18i, Train 18i, the 2-step.
One compressor, 2-stage.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
And I cut into the lines right before the coil. I added T's and I added liquid line solenoids on each of them. I added a couple relays. I have a thermostat in the garage. So now I have zone cooling with one condenser.
Very cool. You should definitely do a video on that.
But the thing is, I wanted to draw up like really nice schematics. I'm just like bad at drawing, and I'm trying to get my feet on that, you know.
Yeah. How you doing, Chance? It's been a little while. I'll shoot you a text, but that would be a very cool video. So you have you have an unloading compressor, right? Scroll with an unloader.
Yep.
Okay.
So the way I have it set up and wired is if I have the thermostat off outside, the house itself could run in either first stage or second stage. If just the garage is calling by itself, it could only run on first stage. And if the garage is calling and the house is calling, it has to kick up into second stage.
Okay, so you have that 18i tied into that Arco Air stuff you have hanging in your garage?
Yep.
Very nice. So how does it cool?
It works great.
Good.
Great. I was nervous. I mean, we'll see. I'm kind of a little bit nervous on oil return and that, but hey, superheat subcooling, it's working perfectly with both of them on, or one of them are on. It's nothing like erratic with any of the pressures or anything.
Yeah.
So it's working good.
Dude, do a video. I would like to see it. Put your gauges on the unit, and where do you have those solenoids at? Behind that panel?
No, I have right in front of each one of the coils. So I'm able to shut off each individual circuit.
At the evaporators. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So basically you teed outside and ran a line set to the Arco Air.
Not outside, because it's a lot closer by my evaporator in my house. So like 2 feet before the evaporator, I teed.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that tee, I put a solenoid. And then I have a solenoid right at this coil as well too. Okay.
Yeah, dude, you should that would get some attention. That would definitely get some attention.
I mean, I don't recommend doing this, especially because it's like an experiment. I don't know how long it's going to work, but
but you do that for a living, so and explain that in the video, because believe me, somebody will fucking rag you in the comment section.
Oh, I guarantee you, people are going to be like, "You're a hack for doing it." It's like, hey, I still have one condenser and I'm cool in my garage. So
absolutely.
It works.
Just put that disclaimer in your video that you don't recommend it, because you'll get, you're teaching people this you know how it is.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I would definitely put that disclaimer in there, but I'd like to see that.
I'll make a video. I'll try to get it done maybe by next weekend or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool. Well, man, I think you might convince me. Before I'm convinced, do you like the True Blue better than the Appian? Was it worth it?
So I've only used it once. I literally just used it yesterday for the first time. The one thing I don't like about it, the 3-hose setup, you can't put the 3 hoses together, connected together in the case. You have to take off the branch of the T to put it in the case. And it's a little bit of a pain to put the clamp back on and put it back together. It's not awful, but it's not as easy as just threading something on. But if you only have a single hose or you're using the field piece, I think it's like way better. The hoses are so much more flexible.
Are they really?
So much more flexible, yeah.
Okay, and they're 3/4 diameter, right?
Yep.
Because I'm going to get a single hose, and the single hose doesn't even come with the hard case. It comes with a soft case. So once I clamp, because I'm going to use a 1/4 inch on one side and a 3/8 or a 1/2 inch on the other, whichever, or I don't know what it comes with, or if it comes with all 3. And I'm just gonna leave them on there,
Yeah.
and just stick it in the bag when I'm done.
Right.
So, but if they're, because that Appion is not flexible.
No, not at all. I would definitely recommend getting their core tool too, though, because of
it comes with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It comes with it. Okay, so if I want the longer hose, I have to get the XL, right?
Yeah, I think TruTech sells. They sell like a 3-foot hose, and then they sell a 2. I think what do they say? It's a 2 meter or a 2.5 meter or something.
Right.
That's what they say, I think. But when you buy the kit, you don't have the choice. You have to buy. It only comes with the 3-foot hose. That's
okay. Because on the one hose setup, I have a choice. There's one, and then there's a extra long XL hose. I'm assuming that means it's longer.
I would definitely flip for the longer hose. Yeah,
I will. And it comes with a core tool, the 1/4 inch, and I'm assuming 1/2 and 3/4, or maybe just one. I don't know. And it comes with, and the kit comes with the Blue Vac Mini. What Blue Vac are you running?
I have the Professional Plus, which came with a kit that I got. It was like on sale 3 years ago or whatever. Right when the Blue Vac, the micron gauge came out. It was before the True Blue hoses came out.
So this is not a Bluetooth micron gauge.
No, it is.
Oh, it is the Bluetooth.
So I bought the whole Appion kit, but this is when Jim Bergman was pushing Appion.
Now he's pushing True, yeah.
And now he's pushing True Blue, but that was when the Blue Vac micron gauge first came out. This is still, I think, their best micron gauge they have. The one that it has the app, and you could do the leak test, decay test, all that.
Okay, that's the next question I was going to ask. I'm glad you brought that up. Does True Blue have their own app, or do you have to use it in MeasureQuick?
They have their own app, but that's like when you log into the app. I think I don't know if Bergman or one of his guys made it because it says powered by MeasureQuick.
Yeah, I saw that when I was looking up the micron gauges. It says powered by MeasureQuick. I saw that.
But I have to tell you, I've used a lot of micron gauges, and over the years, I would say I've got discouraged on micron gauges, and I gave up on them after a while because they sucked, and you always have to clean them, and then they weren't accurate. And the AccuTools micron gauges, by far, I've had probably 5 to 7 different micron gauges. This is by far 10 times better than any other gauge.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to pull the trigger and get a Blue Vac. That's all it is to it. I agree, because I've had Blue Vacs in the past, and the field piece is just horrible compared to the damn Blue Vac. It's horrible.
Yeah.
I just want to say real quick, I'm honored. Rich from the HVAC Jerks is in the chat. So thanks.
I would like to contact them actually, because somebody mentioned the other day the way we go back and forth with our banter. That would be cool to have them on.
They have a fantastic podcast.
Right. I'd be fun with them.
Rich, thanks for coming in, man. And he says he just purchased the True Blue kit with the Navac 2 CFM cordless pump. He's excited to try it. Hey, Rich, man, you need to come back in here next time I go live, which I'm going to try to. I think I might start doing on Sundays, since a certain individual will not be doing Sundays anymore. I may fill the Sunday evening slot now. But
and if you want to come in on Friday, HVAC overtime, we'd love to have you guys on as a guest, one or all of you guys.
Yeah, HVAC overtime on Friday nights, and I think I'm gonna start doing this on Sunday since that certain individual shut his down. But hey, Rich, thanks for coming and actually typing in my chat. I really appreciate that. Kelly just got the field piece pump. What's up, Isaiah?
I actually talked to Kelly about it. He was shopping for a pump a couple months ago.
Well, let me tell you what happened with me. I was on my way to go buy, well, not on my way, but like I was literally about to go buy the field piece pump. And I was playing on my phone. I was scrolling through Facebook, and this JB 7CFM popped up. And it was a little 19-year-old guy that had it. He bought it when he got out of trade school, and he never unboxed it. Never unboxed it. He sold it to me for $200.
Oh, you can't beat that.
Yeah, plus shipping. It cost me $60 to get it shipped. So I invested $260 in a very nice vacuum pump.
Yeah, what's the field piece? $500-600, something like that.
Goodman was going to sell it to me for $515 out the door.
Yeah.
Yep. So, I mean, dude, you can't pass that up, man. $260 for a 7 CFM and then a JB. You know, the JB pumps are more expensive than the field piece.
Yeah, JB, they're very rigid. I love JB.
Yep.
But I just like any fittings you could eliminate while pulling a vacuum, you're doing good, right? That's the reason why I want the field piece. Joe just is I think he just purchased the Navac battery powered vacuum pump. I don't think he's received it yet, or he's about to purchase it.
Right.
But I have been following Milwaukee. Milwaukee's coming out with a battery, 18-volt battery pump, or vacuum pump. So
you think it's going to compete with Navac?
I bet. Actually, I was talking to Chris about this. I think Navac probably makes it.
Yeah, could be, huh? But let me ask you this. I've seen some similarities. Doesn't Navac kind of remind you of Hillmore a little bit?
Yeah.
On some stuff.
In certain tools, yeah.
I mean, I've seen some of their stuff, man. It's got a Hillmore thing to it.
Certain things that Hillmore makes, I like.
Yep.
There's a lot of things I don't like that they make.
Absolutely. Now, for instance, they make the best pipe bender and swager on the market, I think.
Yeah.
But their hand tools, like their nut drivers and stuff, are garbage.
Oh, they're crap.
They're garbage.
And their gauges, their gauge sets.
Oh my God. They don't even make them anymore. They discontinued them. They were horrible.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you or anybody else knows this, but Hillmore is owned by Diversitech now.
Really?
Yeah, Diversitech bought Hillmore.
Wow.
So that could help. That could help.
Yeah.
Because matter of fact, Hillmore just released some new products. They just came out with a refrigerant scale, and they came out with a leak detector and something else. I can't remember, but I know they came out with a refrigerant scale and a leak detector. And when you look at the video, get on YouTube and type it in, you'll find it. And it'll have the big Hillmore logo. And then at the bottom, it'll say Diversitech.
Really?
Yep.
See, I'm pretty set with the scale in that. I really like the Yellow Jacket scales.
Right.
I have a JB scale as well too. I gave you a Yellow Jacket scale.
You did. I still have it. It's matter of fact, I see it. It's sitting right over there in the case. Works beautiful. Matter of fact, I was using. Hold on 1 second, sweetie. What? Okay, hold on. I was using that scale that you gave me up until I have a really good relationship with UEI. Mm-hmm. And UEI sent me one of their new scales that Bluetooths to your phone.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty badass. But no, I still have the scale you gave me.
I just think Yellow Jacket, it's just like a nice rigid scale.
It is. The one you sent me, dude, I've been using it ever since you sent it to me a year ago, whenever. I have never, ever had the first issue with that scale.
Yeah. It's
no problems at all. If you want it back, I'll send it back to you.
No, I mean, if you could use it still, that's, keep using it.
I was either going to keep using it or maybe give it away to somebody that can't afford one,
Yeah, that's cool. I have a couple of them. So
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I had no issues out of that scale whatsoever. And you know what? I may keep it because, the Bluetooth scale that could tend to, maybe crap out on me one day. So I think I might hang on to it.
Yep.
But the UEI has been pretty fun. So. All right, man. Well, I guess you're going to make me pull the trigger on some True Blue shit.
Do it. I think you'll.
The only reason I didn't do it the other day was because, first of all, I couldn't get your discount code to work, and I wanted to get a discount code on there. And they said that they were out of stock on it for the next 5 to 10 business days.
It comes back in pretty quick because that was the same thing when I ordered it.
Okay.
And
I mean, I don't know if you need to call Eric over at True Tech or whoever y'all deal with, but yeah, I mean, is your code only good for certain items, or is it supposed to be good for anything?
no, it should be good for anything. Let me just see. I think I gave you the right code.
Yeah.
I want to play a video here. All right.
I knew you had said it in a video one day, and I
Yeah,
was going to
HVAC.
HVACOT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to call him and see.
Yeah, just tell him you know somebody that tried to use the code the other day, and they told you it didn't work.
Okay.
And if they ask you what I was trying to buy,
like one word, no space or anything. HVACOT.
I tried that.
Okay.
I tried it all kind of different ways. And if he asks you what I was trying to buy, tell him I was trying to buy this single hose True Blue kit with that came with the Blue Vac Mini.
Okay.
And then I couldn't get the code to work.
Yeah, I'll call him tomorrow.
That'll work. Adam, thanks for joining me, man.
All right. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, no problem, man. Anytime. We'll do it again if you want to.
Sounds good.
All right, brother. Later.
All right. See you.
All right, guys. Well, I tell you what, that was a lot of fun having Adam in here. And I think he pretty much got me convinced to go True Blue. So I'm probably going to do that. Guys, I've been on here for about an hour and 20 minutes or so. I'm ready to head out. I don't want to keep it too long because then it gets uninteresting. I appreciate you guys in the chat. Let me know if you enjoyed having me bringing Adam in here and us discussing things. Give me a thumbs up in the live chat real quick. Don't forget to hit the like button on this video. I really would appreciate that. And before I go, are there any more questions? If so, I'll give you a couple minutes, put them in all caps so it catches my eye, and I'll be glad to answer it. And also let me know, did you guys like me bringing Adam in here to chat with me tonight? Any more questions? Put them in all chats, all caps, please. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up button on this video. Any more questions? Give you guys a couple minutes to type it out. Bashful loved it. Thank you, Jake. Appreciate that. Oh, I do have two more. Hold on 1 second. I do have two more of these. The Rector Seal. Shit, I'm backwards. There we go. The Rector Seal swaging kits. I have two more to give away. I tell you what, let's plan that for this Saturday night. This Saturday night, I will give away both of these. Not to one person, obviously, one to two separate people. I will upload a video later this week. It won't be a live video. It'll just be a regular video of me sitting here telling you what to write in the chat to be entered to win. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll take care of you, Rich. So I'll get a video uploaded this week on the instructions of how to enter to win one of them swaging kits. Be paying attention this week. I don't know what day yet, but I will upload a video on how to enter to win one of them swaging kits. And Saturday night, we'll give it away live. That's another thing. When I do a giveaway, I do them live. Best live show. Thank you, Kelly. I do my giveaways live. A lot of other guys don't. They just upload a video and they give you a few days to contact them. That's not how it works with me. Okay. I do my videos live, like I'm live right now. If I draw your name, you have to be here. You have to be in the chat watching me live. Because if I draw your name, you have 2 minutes to announce yourself in the chat. So let's just use an example here. Let's say I'm doing let's say I do a giveaway and I draw the name Apartment Maintenance, which is Rich. Then Rich has 2 minutes to type in the chat, I'm here. If he does that, he wins it. Email me his information. I'll get it shipped out to him. I don't do just the video, hey, you won, you got a week to get me your information. Everybody does it that way. I think it's very fun to do it the way that I do it. Live, and you must be here live to win. I do think to me, it's more fun that way. Randy, I don't know how to say your last name. How you doing? Yes, Kelly, I do. I plan on doing, like I said, there's a certain individual that shut down his Sunday night live stream. So I think I might take the Sunday night slot because Sunday night would be great for me. I don't do shit on Sunday nights. My family doesn't do nothing on Sunday nights. This would be a great time for me to go live every week. And I think I may do that. All right. So remember, video this week of how to win, and Saturday night I will do a giveaway live, and I usually follow a giveaway with a hangout. So we'll see what happens. All right, guys, I didn't see any yeah, good until football season. You know what, man? As long as the Saints aren't playing at nighttime, I'm okay. Now, if the Saints have a Sunday night game, I'll probably cancel it for that night. But as long as the Saints play at noon or 3 o'clock, we're good. I don't mind missing about an hour of the regular of another game. But if the Saints have a Sunday night game, then yeah, that show will have to get canceled. Anyway, which the Saints don't play on Sunday night very often, so we should be fine. All right, I will be looking out for a video this week of how to win, and then Saturday night we'll go live and we'll give away 2 swaging kits, and then we'll probably fire up a hangout after that. I didn't see how you doing, Robert from Kentucky? I didn't see any more questions pop up, so I am out of here, and y'all have a good evening. Adam, if you're still there, thanks for coming in, buddy. I enjoyed it very much. I really did. And we'll see you guys on the next one.